Movies have some of the most breathtaking sceneries you'd ever see, especially those depicting interplanetary travels and alien worlds that spark our imagination and sense of wonder. But here's the truth that Hollywood doesn't want you to know. You don't have to visit some imaginary planet or fictional universe when we've got incredible places right here on Earth that will absolutely leave you breathless and questioning reality itself. Is it the world's highest sky corridor waterfall walkway in China, complete with impressive nighttime lighting that transforms the structure into a glowing masterpiece? Maybe it'll be the mesmerizing glass bridge that seems to defy physics and common sense. Perhaps it's the crater of fire dubbed the door to hell that leaves your mouth hanging open in complete disbelief as flames dance endlessly in the desert? In this video, we're bringing you 20 unbelievably fascinating places that, if they weren't recorded on camera and documented by thousands of visitors, you absolutely wouldn't believe existed. These aren't CGI creations or movie sets. These are real locations you can actually visit, touch, and experience for yourself. So why don't you get your sense of awesome ready for these amazing places, and let's dive right into it. 20. Guangdong's highest sky corridor waterfall. Guangdong's highest sky corridor waterfall walkway in China is a must-visit attraction. Located at Huangtian Gorge in Huoyang, this giant racket-shaped corridor is known as the Big Racket, for obvious reasons. The corridor is brilliantly engineered to look like two enormous tennis rackets positioned across a mountain. Want to know how tall it is? It's as tall as a 166-story building, rivaling the world's tallest skyscrapers, except this one is perched on a mountain. This remarkable project cost 268 million yuan, approximately 40 million US dollars. The corridor features 450 water nozzles and over 2,000 electric lights that react dynamically to music, creating a mesmerizing, synchronized show, especially at night. When you walk along the completely transparent glass platform, you'll hear realistic sound effects of glass cracking beneath your feet. You can even see cracks appearing under each step. Don't panic. It's just a special effect designed to create an adrenaline rush. The bridge is completely safe and has passed rigorous engineering standards, but the psychological thrill of walking on cracking glass hundreds of meters above ground is all part of the incredible experience. 19. Underwater waterfall. Who wouldn't want to sit on a plane watching in amazement as an island appears to get sucked into an oceanic abyss? This spectacular phenomenon is the famous underwater waterfall off the coast of Lemoine on Mauritius. Before you panic, it's actually one of the world's most convincing optical illusions. No island is getting sucked into a drain. This dramatic scene is simply the natural flow of underwater ocean currents, combined with sand and silt deposits, creating a perfect illusion that looks like water cascading off the continental shelf into an abyss. Sand and silt deposits are swept off Mauritius's underwater shelf by powerful currents, creating the visual effect of a massive waterfall plunging into ocean depths. The color gradients, from turquoise to deep blue to almost black, enhance the illusion, making it appear as though there's a genuine waterfall descending thousands of meters. From shore, you can observe the illusion, though it's less dramatic. For the best breathtaking views, hop onto a seaplane or helicopter tour to appreciate the full, magnificent view from above. The flight provides once-in-a-lifetime photo opportunities, and many visitors report this illusion as a highlight of their Mauritius vacation. 是吧? Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is far more than the world's second tallest waterfall. It's a breathtaking romantic wonder that gushes over 3,160 tons of water every second. Approximately 700,000 gallons flowing at speeds around 100 miles per hour. The raw power creates a thunderous roar heard from miles away. The mist creates permanent rainbows on sunny days, visible from significant distances. Although debated, many experts agree the last ice age shaped these falls over 12,000 years ago. Massive ice chunks carved into what became Lake Erie, leaving cracks that filled with glacial meltwater, creating what we see today. Surprisingly, Niagara Falls comprises 3 distinct waterfalls. the delicate Bridal Veil Falls, smallest, the impressive American Falls, and the majestic Horseshoe Falls, largest and most powerful. All three sit on the border between Ontario, Canada, and New York, USA. Such beauty attracts daredevils. In 1859, Charles Blondin crossed the falls on a tightrope wearing pink tights. In 2012, Nick Wallenda repeated this feat before thousands live and millions watching worldwide. Whether seeking extreme adventure or a romantic getaway, Niagara Falls offers experiences for every visitor. Shutidian Ruyai Bridge. At first glance, the spectacular Rui Bridge may immediately come off as a computer-simulated location or CGI creation which could only exist behind movie screens or in video games. But take an actual trip to the stunning Shengxianju Valley in China's Zhejiang province, and you'll marvel in person at this absolutely brilliant piece of innovative architectural design that pushes the boundaries of engineering and imagination. As if having such a weird-looking and unique structure suspended high in the air isn't impressive enough on its own. Here's the kicker. The bridge is constructed almost entirely of glass. Out of all the possible materials you could realistically build a bridge with, the designers opted for transparent glass. Why would anyone deliberately build a bridge that people would naturally be absolutely terrified of crossing? Maybe if you aren't such a big baby like me, you'd actually be able to confidently walk across the bridge without your knees shaking. I genuinely bet they must have adult diaper changing rooms, strategically positioned at either end of the bridge for visitors who lose their nerve halfway across. The psychological challenge of walking on transparent glass suspended high above a gorge is real, and plenty of visitors have had to turn back or crawl across on their hands and knees. Once you gather enough courage to step onto this absolutely mind-boggling bridge, which is suspended 140 meters above a dramatic ravine below, you'll be rewarded with absolutely the best panoramic views of the surrounding colorful hills and lush green valleys that stretch as far as the eye can see. The engineering required to create such a structure is remarkable, and the visual effect of seemingly walking on air creates an experience unlike any other bridge in the world. Shiliudian Chanjiai Airport, Singapore. Getting stuck waiting in an airport terminal for several hours can typically be quite a bummer and a frustrating waste of time. But sometimes, depending on the airport, it can actually turn out to be an unexpected blessing in disguise, especially when you happen to find yourself delayed in an airport such as Singapore's incredible Changi Airport. Just check out the absolutely extraordinary scenes at this place. It's genuinely no wonder whatsoever that this airport has won the prestigious World's Best Airport Award more than 7 consecutive times. The airport's innovative lifestyle hub called Jewel is genuinely second to none in the entire aviation industry. This remarkable Jewel hub was officially opened to the general public in April 2019, after years of planning and construction. The massive donut-shaped building, which cost over an astounding $1.25 billion to design and construct, is strategically located between the airport's control tower and Terminal 1, serving as both a transit hub and a destination in itself. The impressive glass and steel structure contains loads of world-class amenities, shopping, dining, and entertainment options. But most notably and spectacularly, it features a genuine indoor rainforest ecosystem and houses the tallest indoor waterfall anywhere in the world. Can you possibly top that? The architectural marvel also features 5 underground stories packed with retail and dining options, plus 5 stories above ground level filled with gardens, attractions, and relaxation spaces. The centerpiece waterfall is called the Rain Vortex, a massive cascading funnel of water that dramatically drops 7 full stories through the very core of the building. The absolutely stunning 130 feet tall waterfall is intelligently sourced with collected rainwater that's continuously recirculated throughout the waterfall system, making it environmentally sustainable. During nighttime hours, the waterfall transforms and also serves as an incredible 3-dimensional canvas for spectacular light and sound shows that mesmerize visitors of all ages. I seriously wonder if they would allow families to take vacations specifically to the airport. You could genuinely come to this airport, set up camp in the indoor forest, and never want to leave. Only problem is the authorities definitely wouldn't allow extended camping, but it's fun to imagine. 15. Reynisfjara Beach, Iceland. Water is wet, roses are red, and beaches have golden or gray sand, right? Not Reynisfjara Beach. This rebellious Icelandic beach became one of the world's most unique black sand beaches. Located on Iceland's southern coast near Reykjavik, this otherworldly beach is famed for its jet black sand that looks alien. It's one of the most photographed beaches globally, attracting photographers and nature enthusiasts worldwide. Where does the black sand come from? Iceland's volcanic activity. Molten lava flows across the ocean floor during eruptions. When superhot lava meets the freezing North Atlantic, it rapidly cools and breaks into millions of tiny fragments, creating the fine black sand. The beach sits near a sleeping volcano safely dormant under ancient ice, though geologists monitor it constantly. The black sand is rich in volcanic minerals, pebbles, and stones. Scientifically fascinating and visually stunning. There's more than sand. The beach features massive basalt column formations called gardar, hexagonal columns created by ancient lava flows cooling in specific ways, creating geometric natural sculptures. However, exercise extreme caution. The North Atlantic here has dangerous sneaker waves appearing suddenly without warning. Multiple drownings have occurred. Never turn your back on the waves. 14. Munnar Kerala, a town frozen in time. Beautiful scenery doesn't always mean exotic beaches or waterfalls. Sometimes it's an entire town in perfect harmony with nature. Meet Munnar, India, a picturesque landscape with lush green tea plantations stretching endlessly. A wonderful climate with cool breezes and rich biodiversity. It's like visiting a town frozen since the mid-19th century, preserving colonial-era charm. Munnar is located in Kerala's Idukki district, nestled in the western Ghats Mountains. Munnar means three rivers in Malayalam. Three rivers, Muthirapuja, Nalathani, and Kundala, converge here, creating a unique ecosystem. The region is South India's largest tea-growing area, producing world-class tea since the late 1800s, when British colonists recognized the perfect climate. Rolling hills of manicured tea plantations create mesmerizing patterns of vibrant greens. Sunrise and sunset transform the landscape into natural masterpieces. Munnar is famous for wild Nila-Karinji orchids that bloom in blue-purple carpets, but only once every 12 years. The last bloom was 2018, the next is 2030. Entire mountainsides turn purple, attracting hundreds of thousands of visitors. Beyond tea, Munnar offers trekking, wildlife spotting, including endangered Nilgiri tar, spice plantations, and exceptional Kerala cuisine with unique flavors. Traich. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia, Earth's largest mirror. From one otherworldly landscape to another, Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia is so alien-looking, it was a filming location for Star Wars. The Last Jedi, providing the perfect backdrop for Planet Crate. It's also featured in The Fall and Salt and Fire. Directors seek it for its unique atmosphere that can't be replicated anywhere else. This incredible location is home to the world's largest salt flat, spanning 10,000 square kilometers, 3,900 square miles, at 3,656 meters above sea level in the Andes, larger than some countries and roughly Jamaica's size. During rainy season, when thin water covers the flats, it creates the world's largest natural mirror. The reflections are so perfect that the horizon disappears, creating a seamless 360-degree blend of sky and ground. Visitors feel like they're walking through clouds or floating in space. It's awesome for photographers creating mind-bending perspective images. Bonus, you don't need to pack a mirror. Nature provides the world's largest one free. During dry season, salt forms hexagonal patterns stretching to the horizon. The crust reaches 10 meters deep, containing an estimated 10 billion tons of salt and 50 to 70% of the world's lithium reserves. 12. Antelope Canyon, Arizona. Before going further, here's an important fact. There are actually no antelopes in this canyon. The name comes from the Navajo people who historically observed pronghorn antelope roaming the area, though they're rarely seen today. Located off the east side of Page on Navajo Nation land in northern Arizona, Antelope Canyon is one of the most photographed slot canyons in the world, and for good reason. The canyon features a distinctive wavy, flowing structure created by millions of years of erosion, giving it an almost liquid-looking appearance. When sunlight streams through narrow openings above, it creates glorious light beams that illuminate the rust-red and orange sandstone walls. A photographer's absolute dream. These famous light beams, particularly stunning at midday when the sun is directly overhead, create an ethereal, cathedral-like atmosphere. The light interacting with flowing sandstone creates colors from deep reds and oranges to purples and blues, changing throughout the day and seasons. The canyons were formed by flash floods and wind erosion carving curved passages through Navajo sandstone. The smooth, flowing lines show ancient water flows. Geologists read this stone like a history book. Antelope Canyon has two sections. Upper Antelope Canyon, the place where water runs through rocks in Navajo, and Lower Antelope Canyon, spiral rock arches. The Upper Canyon is easiest to access with minimal climbing and a flat sandy floor. You can only visit with authorized Navajo guides due to dangerous flash flooding that can occur without warning. Storms miles away send walls of water rushing through with little notice. Multiple tragic deaths have occurred. Nothing beats experiencing this natural wonder in person, feeling the cool air, touching the smooth stone walls, and witnessing those magical light beams yourself. Onzi. Caño Cristalis River, Colombia, the liquid rainbow. Hidden deep in Colombia's Meta department, Caño Cristalis is one of the world's most remote and extraordinary rivers, reachable only by plane, boat, road, and hiking. Flowing for nearly 100 kilometers through Serranía de la Macarena National Park, it features waterfalls, rapids, calm pools, and crystal-clear water. But from late May to November, the river bursts into vivid red, blue, green, yellow, and black hues, earning the name the liquid rainbow. The red comes from Macarenia clavigera, a rare plant found nowhere else on Earth. Minerals, algae, sands, and sunlight create the other colors. Surprisingly, the river has no fish. Tourism is strictly limited to protect this fragile ecosystem. 10. Payi Lake, Pakistan, the Alpine Jewel. Nestled among red and brown hills and lush green pastures, Payi Lake is a pristine alpine wonder that leaves many visitors awestruck. Its crisp mountain air and deep silence offer rare peace in today's busy world. Ideal for hikers and true adventure seekers, this destination is untouched by luxury tourism and rewards effort with raw, natural beauty. Accessible only from June to September due to heavy winter snow, the lake lies in Ratigali National Park, famed for dramatic Himalayan scenery. Turquoise waters, colorful wildflowers, glaciers, and snow-capped peaks create a scene that feels more like a painting than reality. Fed by glacial melt, the long, deep lake offers unforgettable trekking, camping, starlit nights, and golden sunrises. 9. Eruption of the Calbuco volcano in Chile. Beautiful destruction. The stunning images you're seeing come from the powerful eruption of Calbuco volcano in southern Chile, an event both terrifying and strangely beautiful. In April 2015, Calbuco erupted violently for the first time since 1972, catching scientists and nearby residents by surprise. For over 90 minutes, it blasted ash, pumice, and pyroclastic material into the sky before lava finally emerged from the main vent. While not a tourist attraction, the eruption produced some of the most dramatic and scientifically valuable volcanic imagery in recent history. Thanks to Chile's advanced monitoring systems, nearly 2,000 people were evacuated safely, though many lost homes to heavy ashfall. The ash plume soared more than 15 kilometers into the atmosphere, visible for hundreds of kilometers and disrupting air travel across South America. Lightning flashing through the ash cloud at sunset created haunting, apocalyptic scenes. Nature's raw power on full display, both beautiful and destructive at once. 8. OIA, Greece. Santorini's crown jewel. Arguably one of the most photographed towns in the world, Oia, pronounced Eea, sits on the northwestern tip of Santorini in the Aegean Sea. This small but breathtaking town is famous for its whitewashed, cycladic houses, clinging dramatically to steep cliffs above the water, creating one of Europe's most iconic views. Smooth curves, blue accents, and glowing white walls reflect the intense Greek sun. Oia is best known for its legendary sunsets. Each evening, crowds gather along narrow streets and cliff edges to watch the sun melt into the sea, filling the sky with fiery oranges, soft pinks, and deep purples. Despite the crowds, the moment remains magical and deeply emotional. Beyond sunsets, Oia offers views of Thracia Island and the volcanic islets Pelea and Nea Kameni in the caldera. The town's cave houses, carved into volcanic rock, and the famous blue-domed Agios Spiridonis Church add to its charm. Be ready for steep paths, narrow steps, and around 300 stairs, especially challenging in summer heat above 35 degrees Celsius. 7. The door to hell, Darvaza gas crater. A fire burning nonstop for more than 50 years is already extraordinary, but when that fire roars inside a massive crater about 20 meters deep and 60 meters wide, it becomes unforgettable. Known as the door to hell, this fiery pit is officially called the Darvaza gas crater, located in the Karakum Desert near Darvaza village, Turkmenistan, one of the world's most isolated countries. The crater formed accidentally in 1971 when Soviet engineers were drilling for oil and instead struck a huge pocket of natural gas. The ground collapsed beneath the rig, releasing dangerous gas into the air. To prevent toxic fumes from spreading to nearby settlements, engineers ignited the gas, expecting it to burn out within weeks. It never did. More than 5 decades later, the crater still burns day and night, fueled by vast underground gas reserves. In 2013, explorer George Kourounis became the first person to descend into the crater, discovering bacteria adapted to the extreme heat. Despite government efforts to extinguish the fire, it continues to blaze, casting an eerie orange glow across the desert and offering a haunting glimpse into what hell might look like. 6. Victoria Falls, the smoke that thunders. Known locally as Mosioatunya, meaning the smoke that thunders, Victoria Falls is one of Africa's most powerful natural wonders. Named by indigenous communities who lived nearby for thousands of years, the falls lie on the Zambezi River, forming a natural border between Zimbabwe and Zambia in southern Africa. Stretching over 1,708 meters wide and plunging up to 108 meters high, Victoria Falls is one of the largest waterfalls on Earth based on its combined width and height. Its sheer scale is overwhelming. Standing at the edge, you can feel the ground tremble as water crashes into the gorge below. During peak rainy season, up to 500 million liters of water plunge over the edge every minute, enough to fill around 200 Olympic-sized swimming pools. The roar can be heard up to 40 kilometers away on calm days. The immense force sends mist soaring as high as 400 meters into the air, creating a permanent cloud visible from over 20 kilometers away. This mist produces constant rainbows, often double or triple, and during full moons, rare lunar rainbows, called moonbows, appear, making Victoria Falls one of the most magical sights on the planet. 5. Canola flower fields, Loping, China. Oceans of gold. Yellow is a bright, joyful color that radiates warmth and optimism, and few places showcase it better than the canola flower fields of Luoping County. Located in Yunnan Province in southwestern China, Luoping is quiet and rural for most of the year. But when spring arrives, everything changes. Each year, usually from late February to early March, millions of canola plants bloom at once, transforming the landscape into an endless sea of golden yellow stretching to the horizon. Though these fields are primarily grown for rapeseed oil, their practical purpose doesn't lessen their breathtaking beauty. Rolling hills, winding rivers, traditional farmhouses, and distant mountains create a layered scene that feels almost unreal. The blooming season draws photographers, artists, and travelers from around the world, as well as honeybees drawn to the nectar-rich flowers. To celebrate this transformation, Luoping hosts an annual canola flower festival featuring local food, traditional music and dance, and photography events. Visiting during peak bloom offers a perfect blend of natural beauty, culture, and unforgettable scenery. 4. Machu Picchu, Peru, the lost city of the Incas. When a place's name sounds like picture, you can expect unforgettable views, and Machu Picchu never disappoints. Beyond its beauty, it is one of the world's most important archaeological and historical sites. Built between the 1450s and 1480s during the reign of Inca Emperor Pachacuti, this ancient citadel represents the peak of Inca engineering and architecture. It was mysteriously abandoned during the Spanish conquest in the 16th century, though the Spanish never discovered it, leaving the site remarkably preserved. Machu Picchu sits dramatically on a mountain ridge above Peru's Sacred Valley, about 80 kilometers northeast of Cusco, at an elevation of 2,430 meters. Towering peaks surround it, creating a breathtaking natural backdrop. The ruins reveal deep insights into Inca culture, agriculture, spirituality, and advanced construction techniques. Massive stone blocks fit together with such precision that no mortar or even a knife blade can slip between them. Reaching Machu Picchu involves hiking, climbing, or traveling by train and bus, including the famous Inca Trail. Exploring its temples, terraces, and plazas feels like discovering a lost city, awakening the explorer spirit and creating a powerful connection to the ancient past. 3. Mount Fuji, Japan, the sacred mountain. Being Japan's most visited mountain, Mount Fuji attracts over 300,000 climbers every year. Officially open for climbing only about 2 months annually, usually July and August, this limited access makes the experience even more special and highly sought after. Fuji isn't just iconic in shape, it's geologically unique, formed by 3 volcanoes layered together. Komitake at the base, Kofuji in the middle, and the youngest Fuji volcano on top, creating its famous near-perfect cone. Yes, Mount Fuji is an active volcano, but there's little reason to worry. Its last major eruption was in 1707 when ash fell on Edo, modern-day Tokyo. Since then, it has remained calm and closely monitored by scientists. From its trails, climbers are rewarded with breathtaking views of the Five Lakes region, where calm waters reflect the mountain like a mirror. Beyond its natural beauty, Mount Fuji holds deep cultural and spiritual importance in Japan, appearing in centuries of art, poetry, and tradition. Sacred to both Shinto and Buddhism, climbing Fuji is considered a pilgrimage by many. After the climb, nearby natural hot springs offer the perfect place to relax and recover. 2. Old Bagan, Myanmar, Plain of Temples. Here's another absolutely spectacular place you genuinely have to see in person to believe it's real and not some elaborate movie set or computer-generated imagery. Located in Myanmar's Mandalay region along the eastern bank of the Ayeyarwady River, Old Bagan was the capital and spiritual heart of the powerful pagan kingdom during its peak from the 9th to 13th centuries. During the absolute height of the city's dominance and power between the 11th and 13th centuries, more than 4,400 Buddhist temples, monasteries, pagodas, and stupas were constructed on these plains. An incredible building program that transformed the landscape into one vast sacred city. To date, the ruins of over 3,800 of those structures still populate and dominate the area, creating one of the most concentrated collections of Buddhist architecture anywhere in the world. You can explore many of them on foot, by bicycle, by horse cart, or by electric scooter, each method offering different perspectives and experiences. Or you can opt for a hot air balloon ride at sunrise or sunset to get a breathtaking aerial view of the sheer magnificence of this place. Floating silently above thousands of ancient temples emerging from the morning mist is consistently rated as one of the world's greatest travel experiences by those fortunate enough to experience it. It's genuinely one of those truly unbelievable places that will leave you completely breathless and questioning how such an incredible concentration of architectural wonders could exist in one location. 1. Panjin Red Beach, China. The Crimson Tide. We've explored some of the most jaw-dropping places on Earth, from black volcanic beaches to ancient lost cities and futuristic structures. But save a little awe for one more incredible stop. This beach has no sand at all. Strange, right? Panjin Red Beach in northeastern China looks bright red, thanks to a unique plant called Sueda salsa. Growing in salty wetlands, this plant turns a deep crimson in autumn, making the landscape look like a red carpet to the horizon. Located in Liaoning province near Panjin, the area is part of the world's largest coastal wetland and a vital habitat for rare birds. Most of it is protected, but visitors can explore small sections via raised boardwalks. The best time to visit is September through early November. All right, your turn. Comment below which of these stunning places is your favorite and which one you'd love to visit most. Don't hold back. Share your travel dreams. If you love this journey through Earth's amazing spots, smash that like button, subscribe for more incredible travel content, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new adventure. Thanks for watching. See you on the next journey. Peace out and happy travels.